Hello everyone, I am Sean, React to the K's channel arranger and host of Classical Composer Breaks Down the K.
Hello everyone, my name is Umu, I am React to K channel creator, and today we're reacting to CLC's Helicopter!
After like a year, they're finally back, so I'm really glad they're getting a comeback now.
So, I've been thinking a lot recently, like, how does a group stand out from others? Or, like, someone actually asked me that, who was, like, in the industry the other day. They're like, how do we make a group stand out? How do we make them successful? I'm like, just do a concept that's never been done before. But then, as I was trying to go to sleep the other night, I was like, what concept has not been done before? What topic has not been covered? And boom! Helicopter! Wow. We're about to listen to what seems like a hella badass, hard-hitting song about a helicopter. Or like, I guess maybe metaphorical hinting at to a helicopter in the lyrics, but I'm impressed, yo. 3, a 2, a 3, 2, helicopter! We won't be lonely at the top. I'm guessing this is the hook. Ah! To explain it, the vocal line.
I like the sound on the bass. That's what just when she sings the 5th scale degree, they harmonize it with the 3rd, but then she goes back to down to the tonic and it's gone.
Pre-chorus where we float because we take out the bass. Oh, that choreo! Wow. Really using that leading tone to propel us forward. Oh, some faster rhythms. Triplets! Triplet, triplet, Woo! I like that little harmony before we hit very harmonically spacious instrumentally in the chorus.
They hit the chorus, but first they just do one percussion hit, and then they do a percussion build-up like it's still the pre-chorus, so a little bit lighter.
Hello, major key.
Okay, so this time they're emphasizing the major third, the median, the 3rd degree of the scale in the melody. Second rap. Wow, she's sounding really good.
Oh, guitar. I don't know why this Seagull's guitar playing. Ooh, that little high note, that was new. Oh, I hear you roofing. This isn't even the 3rd chorus yet.
I guess the beat is mostly there, it's just like there's a lack of bass when the chorus first lands.
Nice. We're gonna layer in some harmonies.
This is a choice, like having it much, well now it's faster paced, but slowing it down a lot for the bridge. Also there's an interesting line. We've heard various songs with major 3rd and minor 6th.
Okay, go off! Yeah, this much needed double time.
The second da 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 da, the kick synth synchronizes with them. Da, 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 da.
That was a nice way to end it. Will not be lonely at the top, and the journey never ends. Good message, good message.
Yeah, that was really solid. A good contrast of elements with the sparser bridge. It's not the Phrygian dominant, Phrygian major 3 that we bring up on occasion, because there's not the Phrygian second in it that I remember, but there is the major 3rd and minor 6th, which don't appear in the same diatonic scale, although like there's a scale, there are plenty of scales that those two are both in. But yeah, it's a nice effect of just like momentarily thinning it out. It's making it so that the big wall of frequently hitting sound becomes sparse, and it's just like the beats a lot slower, and the vocals are doing a melody that's not really high, or it might be energetic, but it's not fast energetic. It's more like held energy that can then launch forward later as it builds up speed. So yeah, it's a nice effect. Also just like the sets they used in this, where Soren comes in, the sort of crystal-like... Oh, right, because CLC is crystal clear. I just realized that's why there are crystal things in the... Yep. And also it looks like it's it's kind of blue, but it's sort of fairly clear. Yep, that makes sense now. Yeah, I like this approach to the bass and the chorus. Because it does make it last. It makes it last a bit. Like the energy feels like it's still building. Like there's a landing when the chorus hits, and then there's a secondary landing that it still can build up to.
Alright, I want to go back and re-listen to some of my favorite moments, which was definitely the bridge. Or actually also the verse, that's nice. Wait, or post-chorus. 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. It's a nice, because the chorus is very much on strong beats. Da 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 da, da 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 da. Da, 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 da. Ooh, like it hits every single beat. So to switch to da 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 da, it changes up the groove of the melody a little bit, which is really nice. The ooh end of the chorus kind of leads in well to the bridge. I like the percussion, I like the melody of the ooze. I think we had a bar of 2/4 right there to go back. Let me double check. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, unless we go right back to the faster tempo there. 317. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you feel it this way. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So that's just like a sudden shift from halftime to the common time feel. So if you're feeling 1, 2, 3, 4, it sounds like we only have like a small break before we suddenly go back into the final chorus. But if you're feeling it, then you're like, oh, okay, we just get like 4 bars of rest until we go back in to the really powerful final chorus. All right, I'm gonna discuss with Sean now. See ya. All right, yeah, that had some nice textures, some nice usage of percussion, because I kept trying to tie the meaning of the song of Helicopter to what was happening musically. Like I was thinking, oh, maybe these subdivisions can help us picture the vision of, like a helicopter's moving and stuff.
Yeah, something I liked that they did was in the choruses. When the chorus first landed, I mean, it's clearly the chorus, but they have to go up like a helicopter, and the synth starts in, but the bass isn't right in at the beginning, or like it hits, but then it's out, and then you have like 1 or 2 measures of that, and then 1 or 2 measures the percussion build up, and then the full bass comes in.
Yeah.
So it's like it's this staggered arrival where you clearly get the chorus, but then you get a second landing within the
Right.
chorus, and that's still before the post-chorus happens.
Which
So
they
I thought-
typically, sorry for interrupting.
No, go ahead.
Which they typically use only in the third chorus.
Yeah, but I think they did that every time here.
Exactly. Yeah.
And yeah, I liked the effect with the bridge of just sort of initially really thinning it out, and also like that line was really nice. Made me think a little bit of the same spot in Monster X's Fantasia.
Oh. Yeah, it's just kind of, even in the second and third chorus, the high belt riffs were just, riffing off the harmonic minor, right? Or am I wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah, those parts were really nice. Just like a super personal opinion, this is not saying that these kind of songs are bad, but I'm so now used to hearing the 6, 4, 5, 1 progressions and the type of songs that use like the giant brass sound to prolong tonic, and then it goes 6, 4, 5, 1, 6, 4, 5, 1, 1, 1, and then with trap and then the halftime and the rap. Like I've heard this kind of song so often. However, I think what really makes this song stand out, because they could have so easily just copy pasted first chorus, second chorus, done the high notes in the third chorus, and then gone, that double time in the second half of the last chorus. But instead they kind of like shifted up what you would normally do in the third chorus to the second chorus. So they had the really powerful descant, which allowed you to feel, like a development, a variation in the second chorus. And then the third chorus, they did even more high notes. Okay, girl. And then they added the double time at the very end. So I thought that's something that does take this type of, EDM pop trap type song to the next level. Is just changing up what the form would be. Did you have anything else what were your other favorite moments of this song?
I thought Yoon is her name.
Yeah.
Yoon's rapping sounded really good. Like I felt like.
I mean, when does it never sound good?
Okay, that's true, but I felt like she'd stepped it up this comeback. Like
It was
she'd
also-
been good before, but I felt like, especially the second rap, just like seemed at a higher level.
Yeah, I'm starting to get to know her rapping more because I'm marathoning Good Girl for Patreon.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you're familiar with that show.
I am aware that it exists, but have seen nothing from it.
Okay, so she's one of the contestants on the show, and I get to hear more of her rapping. And I had no idea, because I don't think I've seen many behind-the-scene videos for CLC, but how, like, flowery of a person she is.
Huh.
She's really, really fucking cute! And so I was
Wow.
like, is this the same person? Because they give her such, like, ba 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 ba,
Yeah, no, that seems
sorry,
like
that was a
her
bad imitation.
normal. She seems like she normally gets fairly aggressive parts in their song.
Exactly. So I was excited to see both that, her using her lower range iconic rap sound in this song, and then I think it was either second verse, and then during the bridge as well, we get to hear her use some of like the lighter timbre as well. So it just shows how flexible she is as a rapper, which is really nice.
Yeah.
And I think, just the main thing that stood out to me was the powerful belting in the second and third choruses, those riffs. That was really awesome. And then of course the change to major in the second verse.
Yeah, I think it was very subtly in the first verse, but it was like the major thirds were pretty far in the background and never in the main melody, like they were
Right.
background vocals. And then I thought it was a nice way of like they had that in common, but the second verse was where it became explicit.
Okay, yeah. Through that, I can definitely appreciate this song even more. It's just, they know when to highlight something more and more so that nothing feels too repetitive. So I'm really curious about what everyone else thinks of this song and what you think of our opinions, and I would love to have discussion with you guys in the comment section, and we'll see you guys later. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye.
Bye-bye!